Welcome back to Reinvented. I'm your host, Kayla, and this is where we talk all things mental health. We try to keep it real here. Okay, hope everyone likes my new setup. I feel like I love this a lot more. Like the chair's still a little off center. It'll work. It'll work. Anyway, welcome, guys. So, for today's episode, um, I kind of want to turn this onto like my experiences and talking about like loving yourself, all that. So anyway, let's get into it. So kind of part of the reason I really wanted to do this episode um, was because for one, I think a lot of people have had a lot of questions about um, like business wise of like what happened to this, what happened to this. Okay, I'm gonna tell you truthfully what has happened from my perspective. And again, I am not going into full detail, and because what you hear is not the truth. Um, and I do want everyone to know that. But I think, for me personally, it's been it's been kind of a hard ride because you want people to be supportive of you, especially people around you who say they are supportive of you, but show nothing, um, but you know anything but that, right? Um, and those people, time and time again, have shown that they won't do that, and they say they care, but they don't. Um, and that is kind of why, in a sense, I've left a lot of ideas on the table and never really fully pushed them out to their full potential. Was mostly just because, honestly, it didn't scare me so much as it just, I think it really broke me really hard. Um, and something within this new year that I am really trying to do is don't let it break me. Because I know what the full potential could be for these, you know, for my businesses, even for Reinvented and Gold Rush. And, I want to bring it there because there is a reason that I'm here, and there's a reason that, I had this idea in the first place. It didn't just come to me. Um, so, yeah. But with that being said, I do have some fun things coming hopefully soon. I've learned to not be, I guess, as open about like projects to people so much of like what goes on because of that. And I read a quote a while back. It says the more you tell people, the less likely it's gonna be, come true. Just because there's gonna be a lot of doubters, there's gonna be a lot of haters, and I do realize this. But for now, I'm just gonna kind of keep that to myself because I think it's what's best. Just in terms of that. But yeah, I do have some exciting things um coming. I'm excited to like kind of relaunch myself into this like I guess stratosphere with some of these things because I don't know because obviously y'all know I love reading spicy books. I'm excited to start up a new fun YouTube channel. I actually have kind of shifted. I what was gonna be my spicy book podcast into kind of a YouTube channel, which I'm excited for. Um, so I can't wait. Um, I'm actually gonna start like all like content planning like for next week. So that's exciting for that. Or you guys see this week, which I'll probably get. But yeah, that I didn't end up doing. I did a few episodes for my spicy book podcast, but it just really didn't go well when you're trying to like find guests and you're trying to talk about your podcast and you're trying to like outreach it because I guess admin groups and other stuff like that, like people did not like it, and I'm just like, okay, I just won't do it in podcast. But I think I'm gonna convert it into like a YouTube channel and also do it on a little bit of TikTok too. So I'm really excited. That's all I'm gonna go to that. Anyway, I'm like over here talking. um, because I've also kind of come to realize though too that 24/7 happiness is not real. Like it's okay to not be okay, but you're not gonna be happy 24/7. And I feel like people really try to look for that 24/7 happiness, and it's just like it gets frustrating when you can't find it. Like for me, I would get so down on not being able to be like I'm like, oh, I'm not happy one day. It's like that is a normal part of being human for one. Not everyone is the same. I even get down on myself when I'm sick and I can't get work done. And like, I can't get episodes out. Um, which is all pretty much my fault. Um, but I've also come to realize that my body does not do things it probably should be doing, which is okay. It's okay. Like, sometimes it's okay to not be okay, physically and mentally. So, yeah. Um, I mean, and I'm just in terms of this, I'm honestly excited to kind of start just pushing through. And I really need to tell myself to push through, push through, push through, because honestly, I don't, your dreams are not going to come true that way. And I want anyone watching Reinvented to know that no matter your situation, you can do whatever you put your mind to. And if you have people either in your life or even if it's out of your life who don't believe in you, honestly, you can give them a big middle finger. I mean, it's okay to be a good person. You don't always have to be a nice one. Um, and if people don't like you for that, it is what it is. I do hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to check me. I am on Instagram at kickask28. We are on TikTok at Reinvented, Goal Rush Pod. We are on a few other apps. I just don't really have us post on there, just because I really don't understand their algorithms. I am still trying to figure out some of these other ones too. But I'm also on Clapper. I'm at Kickass K. I think it's just Kickass K28. I forget. I have to look it up. But um, I'm on there. I do post podcast programs on there. I also have been posting day in my life videos, like work wise. So yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed this whole episode. And yeah, we're also on Instagram. That was the other one I couldn't think of. We are on Instagram at Reinventing Goal Rush Pod as well. I do post the promos there too. Um, so yeah, go check us out. I do hope you again enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys next week with a brand new episode. Peace.